What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. Thanks to you guys, it's the fastest growing Dodgers YouTube channel in the game. So if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and give me all your takes down below in the comment section. I want all your fire Dodger takes down below in the comment section. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So we've got tons of news to get into here on a Friday, starting with DJ LeMahieu. So it was reported early this morning that DJ LeMahieu would be re-signing with the New York Yankees. It was first reported by Pat Ragazzo of the New York Post, and then Jeff Passan tweeted, second baseman DJ LeMahieu and the New York Yankees are finalizing a 6-year, $90 million contract. Sources familiar with the agreement tell ESPN. LeMahieu's return to New York always felt inevitable. It took a while, but he wanted to be there, and Yankees get top free agent target. So it hasn't been made official yet, but with DJ LeMahieu re-signing with the New York Yankees, you can put an end to these DJ LeMahieu to the Dodgers rumors. Those rumors are officially dead. So the first thing that jumps out in DJ LeMahieu's deal with the Yankees, 6 years, $90 million, and a $15 million AAV. That is a very affordable contract if you're the New York Yankees. And Pat Ragazzo also reported that the Dodgers offered LeMahieu 4 years, $60 million. The Blue Jays offered him 4 years, $78 million. The Braves were interested. The Mets were interested. And now it feels like DJ LeMahieu and his agent, they were determined to re-sign with the New York Yankees because that's where he had his most success. If you look at his 2020 season, he had a 1265 OPS at Yankee Stadium and a 759 road OPS. So if you're DJ LeMahieu, you say, hey, I had my most success in New York. They're offering me the most money. They're giving me the length that I want. And if you look at that too, the Blue Jays offering him $78 million, the Dodgers $60 million. It looks like the Dodgers were not really serious contenders for LeMahieu's services. Now, if they were able to get him for that price, that would have been a nice deal for Los Angeles. But ultimately, the Yankees made a move they had to make. It was a necessity for the Yankees. It would have been a luxury for the Dodgers. Now, if you're Andrew Friedman and the Dodgers right now, I think, one, these deals weren't mutually exclusive. There wasn't a contingency plan. If you miss out on DJ, then you sign Justin Turner. I'm pretty sure there's been negotiations going on with Justin Turner ever since he's been back from his RV trip, but you definitely want to get that deal done as soon as possible. Things are starting to happen. Rosters are starting to take shape, and I think that, hey, what are you waiting for? Cross the T's, dot the I's, announce Justin Turner has re-signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers already. Look, 2 years, $24 to $26 million, a third-year team option. Throw some incentives in there, make him promise to be the manager of the Dodgers one day, and just get the deal done. But this does confirm the fact that the Dodgers were in on DJ LeMahieu. This wasn't some one Dodger dog jet passing type rumor. There was definitely some real life to it. But hey, it just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense for DJ LeMahieu. Look at that contract. Didn't have the length, the security. If you're the Dodgers, that contract was just the same amount of AAV. So they were definitely in the ballpark, just not willing to go the length. And I think ultimately DJ LeMahieu had his heart set on joining the New York Yankees. But with LeMahieu off the table, I would definitely expect to hear some of those trade rumors start to resurface with guys like Nolan Arenado or Suarez or Chris Bryant. So we're going to have to keep our eyes out for some of those rumors. But at the end of the day, I can live with the Dodgers not signing DJ LeMahieu up until his age 37 season. But give the Dodgers credit. They were doing what every great organization does, and that is always explore ways to make your team better. In this case, DJ signs with the Yankees. And even though the Yankees re-signed DJ, the tables haven't turned. The Dodgers will still be favorites to win the World Series. Now, the other big rumor from this morning was about Brad Hand. So you started to hear rumors that Brad Hand was going to sign a 2-year deal with the New York Mets. Well, it turns out that deal has not been finalized, and John Heyman tweeted, Mets continue to talk to star close. I'm going to do you a favor there, John Heyman. I'm going to throw in that R for you, closer Brad Hand. And while they appear to have a decent chance, sources are saying they aren't close to a deal yet. Astros, Jays, Dodgers, among others interested. So if you hear right there, the deal is not imminent between Brad Hand and the New York Mets, and he mentions the Astros, Jays, and Dodgers among other teams interested. So, of course, anytime we hear a rumor involving the Los Angeles Dodgers, we have to break out the Dodgers rumor meter, where we rate the Dodger rumor with Dodger Dogs for how accurate, how truthful that rumor is. And just to get you caught up on the rating system, a 1 Dodger Dog is Jet Passan BS. So a jet passing fake Twitter account, a BS rumor. A 2 Dodger dog rumor is people are talking. You have real legitimate reporters talking about it. And then 3 Dodger dogs, that's serious smoke. That is a legitimate rumor right there. It could go either way at that point. Then a 4 Dodger dog rumor is it's about to go down. It's not official yet, but you can feel that something's imminent. And then a 4 Dodger dog plus Michelada. That is a game over Eric Gagne lock. You know how Eric Gagne got down in his prime. It was over. It was a lock. Now, as far as this Brad Hand rumor goes, I'm going to give it a 2 Dodger dogs. I don't think it's serious smoke just yet, but I do think you still have multiple teams involved with Brad Hand at this point. And I think the Dodgers would be fine with a 2-year deal with Brad Hand. It just comes down to the dollar amount. You saw the Indians didn't pick up his $10 million team option. So does he want a 2-year, $20 million deal? I don't think he's going to get that. I think he'll end up signing for less than that. And when you look at the offer the Dodgers made to DJ LeMahieu, that was a respectable offer. So it tells me the Dodgers are willing to spend some money this offseason. And with LeMahieu off the table, maybe they bring in Justin Turner and Brad Hand, sign them both to 2-year contracts. I think that's definitely a possibility. But if I had to go with my gut instinct right now, I would still have him going to the New York Mets. You've got Stephen Cohen trying to flex that financial muscle. I don't anticipate the Dodgers getting into any kind of bidding war with the New York Mets. So I think he ends up in New York. I think the Dodgers would prefer to pivot to the lower risk, higher reward Kirby Yates deal. Yes, you got a lefty-righty difference, but I think the Dodgers are in it with Kirby Yates as well. But at the moment, I still think Brad Hand ends up in New York. The New York Mets have the upper hand on Brad Hand. And then next, Cody Bellinger will avoid arbitration after agreeing to a 1-year, $16.1 million deal with the Dodgers today. And that's definitely a substantial pay bump for Belly, who earned $4.2 million in prorated pay last year from an $11.5 million salary that he had agreed to last season before the pandemic. So I guess my first question is, for a guy that makes that much money, why does he have to go around robbing people?
He's at the wall! Made the catch! A robbery of Tatis!
So look, there's no question that Bellinger struggled mightily through parts of last season. Coming off that MVP season, 47 home runs, hits 305. Last season, he slashed 239, 333, 455, had a 114 WRC plus. Then in the postseason, he slashed 212, 316, 455. In the World Series, he hit like 136, but he had some big moments, some big home runs. Defensively, he was outstanding. 8 outs above average, one of the best defensive center fielders in the game. And this season, I anticipate he gets back on track. It's an odd year. You know how Cody Bellinger does in odd years. I think he'll have a bounce-back season. And look, it was a nice pay raise for the guy who's set to hit free agency after the 2023 season. And I think if you're the Dodgers, you're still in a really good spot with Cody Bellinger. He still has some team control left, a couple years where you can see if he can be a more consistent player. And if he is, then maybe you consider committing to him long term. So you're going to get a lot from Cody Bellinger as far as buy-in, as far as him wanting to prove that he is that 2019 MVP player and not the player that he was last season. And look, I think he's much closer to being that all-star caliber bat that he was in 2019 than you realize. Last season, his K percentage and his walk percentage were really close to what it was during his MVP season. He just wasn't as explosive. You saw he posted a career low slugging percentage. It goes from 629 to 455. That average dip, that on-base percentage goes from 406 to 333. So I expect Belly to bounce back, and I think Belly will be balling again in 2021. And then just now it was announced that Corey Seager will also avoid arbitration. He's set to earn $13.75 million in 2021. And last season, he was an absolute beast, slashing 307, 358, 585, had a 151 WRC plus, and he exploded in the postseason, winning both the NLCS and World Series MVP. But if he finds a way to match the production of last season in 2021, he's in line for a big payday. Will the Dodgers try to overcome the whole Scott Boras dynamic and get an extension done before he hits free agency? We'll have to wait and see. But let me know down below in the comments. Should the Dodgers have made a more aggressive offer to DJ LeMahieu? Let me know down below in the comments. And should the Dodgers sign Brad Hand? Give me a Y for yes. Give me an N for no. Let me know down below in the comments. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. It's the fastest Dodgers YouTube channel. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel for all the latest Dodgers news, rumors, high videos, podcasts. You're going to find it right here. So hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. My name is Doug McCann. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac @DMAC_LA. That's @DMAC_LA. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.